Durdle Magic. Thank you for tuning in to Durdle Magic. Please subscribe and hit that notification bell if you like the content you see here today, and leave a like and share the video with someone you might think is interested. Leaving those likes really helps us out, but another way to help us out is by using our TCG Player affiliate link below. If you're looking for singles, sealed product, or gaming accessories, please consider using our link to support the channel. We also have some playmats at inkgaming.com. Go ahead and hit the link in the description to check those out. Alright, let's grab some spells and durdle with some magic. Hello and welcome back to Durdle Magic. Let's check our opening hand. We have 3 lands, one's temple, and one is not black mana. So let's take that free mulligan. Looking at our new hand, well, we do have Arcane Signet, Lazatep playing Cutthroat Grim Tutor. I think we can keep this one. Today we're playing more Kels Fight Fixer, 2 black for a legendary creature Azure Warlock 4/3 with Menace. Whenever you sacrifice a creature, you may pay Damia. If you do, draw a card. 1 sacrifice a creature. Kels Fight Fixer gains indestructible till end of turn. Notably, you can sacrifice herself, and you will be able to draw the card after the fact. We did win the die roll, so we will be going first. That should be a boon to us. Our first opponent is Zaxara, the Exemplary. I can't pronounce that. 1 black, green, blue for a legendary 2/3 Nightmare Hydra. Death Touch tap. Add 2 mana of A1 card to your mana pool. Whenever you cast a spell with X in its mana cost, create a 0/0 green Hydra creature token, then put X1 counters on it. Swamp into play for us, tap it, and pass it along to opponents. Our next opponent is Jeleva, Nephalia Scourge. 1 blue, black, red for a legendary 1/3 Vampire Wizard. Flying. When enters the battlefield, each player exiles the top X cards of the library, where X is the amount of mana spent to cast her. Whenever she attacks, you may cast an instant or sorcery spell from among the cards exiled with her without paying its mana cost. Our last opponent is Damia, Sage of Stone. 4 black, green, blue for legendary 4/4 Gorgon Wizard. Death Touch, they skip their draw step. At the beginning of their upkeep, if they have fewer than 7 cards in hand, draw cards equal to the difference. I've seen some hug decks with Damia, Sage of Stone. I kind of like the idea about it, but we'll have to see what they're doing. Temple of Mystery into play for the Exemplary. I'll just say the Hydra player. There's no way I'm going to pronounce that. So, Temple of Mystery into play for the Hydra player. To Jeleva's turn, Mountain into play. Damia with a Swamp into play on their turn. Comes our turn, we get an island. Nice. Let's go ahead and play that island, get down our Arcane Signet, and pass it off to our opponents. That should be good. Next turn, we can do our commander, get that down, then go tutor for something. Lazatep playing will help protect us, but it won't do much otherwise. We do get a token out of it, though. Woodland Stream into play for the Hydra player. Swamp into play for Jeleva. Off to Damia's turn. Kind of a slow start to the game, nice and casual. Island into play for Damia. Comes to our turn, Vel the Nightclad. Alright, that'll work. Let's go ahead and get our commander down and pass it off to our opponents. Zooport and Vel the Nightclad are on the back end of the combo. That's how we're going to win, by draining the life. So we'll tutor for something to help that along. We need a Sacrifice Outlet, Iridescent Drake, and one of the enchantments. So the Grim Tutor is only good for 1 piece. Swamp into play for the Hydra player. Off to Jeleva's turn. They have a mountain come into play. Nothing but an island into play for Damia, Sage of Stone. We get Evolving Wilds on our turn. Let's go ahead and do that. Get the double blue out of the deck for us. Shiny island coming into play tapped. Let's go to combat. I think we'll just start around the table. We'll start with Damia and go like that. No one's really given us any reason to attack them just yet. And Damia can refill their hand every turn, so they're a little bit more risky. Alright, let's pass it off. Snow-covered island into play for the Hydra player. Interesting. The Hydra player's general coming down. I'll try it one more time. Zaxara? Is that how you do it? I'm not sure. This is a commander I really wanted to build until they broke it with Freed from the Real and Penniman's Aura, and I was like, oh, never mind. A Swamp into play for Jeleva. No blue mana source yet. That sucks. I hope they'll be able to be in the game. Damia's turn. Let's see if they do anything with it. They do need a green source, like Jeleva rather. It needs a blue source. So I'm hoping they get it. I don't want people to be out of the game just based on the lands. Island to play with Door of Destinies. Choose a creature type. Okay. That's not something I ever expected. What is she anyway? Gorgon? Could be Gorgon Tribal, I suppose. Chosen type is Snake. Okay, that sounds more realistic to me. I wonder if they have Cassetto in the deck. Comes to our turn, Temple of Deceit. That'll work out. Let's do Reliquary Tower, even though it usually doesn't come up very often that we need it. Good to have in the deck, though. Let's go ahead and do Veil of the Night Clad. She'll give our creatures Intimidate, which doesn't help us against anybody. But 6-drop, getting it out fairly early. Turn 5, not too bad. For casual, anyway, let's go to the attacks, hit Jeleva, and then we'll try to hit the Hydra player if they don't play anything that's too crazy about it. Hopefully they tap down their commander, play a green Hydra, and then we can wall up them for 4 as well. Alright, damage is good, let's pass it off. Overgrown Tomb into play untapped for the Hydra player. They take the 2 damage. Primeval Bounty. Yeah, that's going to be difficult. No counterspell for us, anyway. Uh-oh. So Primeval Bounty is a green enchantment for 5 in green. Whenever you cast a creature spell, you get a 3/3 beast token. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, put 3/1 on counters on target creature you control, and whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, you gain 3 life. Temple of the False God into play for Jeleva's turn. They're also caught up to 6 mana, so game's looking pretty even so far. I don't know about that Primeval Bounty, though. That's going to be very difficult. Jeleva goes through a turn still not playing anything. Sad face. Off to Damia. Goldberry Rot Farm coming down. Yay, green source. They will have to bounce a land, though. Damia tapping down all their mana and passing it. Comes to our turn. It's starting to feel a little one-sided so far, but I think the Hydra player is going to catch up pretty quick here. Let's go ahead and play Temple of Deceit, then we'll get down the Burnish Tart and keep up mana to sack it to go get some more lands in a bit. Alright, so it was a swamp anyway. We'll put that on bottom in case Burnish Tart gets randomly destroyed. Let's go ahead and cast the Burnish Tart. And then we'll go to combat and start laying into the Hydra player. Kels and Vela off into the Hydra player. Looks like damage is good. Yep. Down to 30 for the Hydra player for commander, and we'll pass it off to our opponents. Mosswort Bridge coming down. That's pretty interesting. So this is a hideaway land. You get to look at the top 4, exile 1, usually underneath the land, and the rest go on the bottom of the library. When you meet the criteria for the land, you can pay green, tap, or the corresponding color of the land, if you will, tap and get to cast it for free. This one is 10 power or greater on their battlefield. Bribery, that's not good. What are they stealing out of our deck, I wonder? Man, it's because we hit him for 8, isn't it? Oh no, I clicked through it. I wanted to use Lazotep plating. Damn! Sad Robot coming out of our deck into play for our enemy. The Hydra player specifically, that's unfortunate. No attacks, end of the turn, so off to Jeleva. Molten Slag Heap coming down, still no blue mana. Earth, that's bad, man. I feel bad. Gutter Snap coming down, that's pretty good. Deals 2 damage to each opponent every time they cast an instant or sorcery. Damia's turn proper. We know they have another island in hand at the very least. So they're 2 turns away from summoning Damia, Sans, you know, like Mana Rocks or something. Lore Scale Coldle coming down for Damia. Freaka God of Affliction. That'll be interesting, to say the least. That gives snakes mostly to opponents, but I suppose they get exile stuff out of their own graveyard as well. I'm actually going to turn the turn over, get a card draw off the Burnish Tart, Unholy Indenture. Alright, so now we just need a Sack Outlet and Iridescent Drake. That's pretty good. Let's play the Scavenger Grounds, and then we will sacrifice the Burnish Tart and draw a card off of it. Well, the Nightclad will trigger, drain our opponents for 1 each. If we get Rive Replication and a couple more lands, we can win the game, but we'll have to wait and see. It usually doesn't work out. 9 mana for that multi-kicker total, you know? We get Disciple of Bolas. Okay, that's not too bad. Burnish Tart will get us those lands. Swamp and an island into play. And then, let's see. Where do we want to attack, if anywhere? I think we'll just keep our protections up and pass it off to our opponents. Problem with the combo with the Rite of Replication for Veil of the Nightclad is going to be Primeval Bounty. There it is. Them gaining so much life off of that. So we'll have to find a way to hit them as well for more. Sahili's Artistry. They will get a copy of the Sad Robot and another copy of the Sad Robot. Primeval Bounty. They will get 3/1 counters on something. Sad Robot gets copied twice, and the original stolen one, I guess, gets to be a 5/5. I was just thinking, if they have Bribery, they might also have Villainous Wealth. That would not be good. Not good at all. Well, I'll probably have to use Grim Tutor to pull out Iridescent Drake real quick, because we do have some other sacrifice outlets, but we do not have another Iridescent Drake. I did add Echoing Truth to the deck, so getting rid of these Solemn Simulacrums might be pretty good. We have an attack Hydra into us. Didn't see it coming. Nah, totally saw it coming. Alright, well, nothing we can do about that. We'll take the 5 for now. To the end step, Hydra player passing it off. I suppose they didn't want to activate the Mosswort Bridge just yet. Is it Boilerworks coming down for the Jeleva player? Finally a blue mana source. Unfortunately, we'll come into play tapped and they will have to bounce a land. Mountain back to the hand. Jeleva quits the game. That is unfortunate. That's too bad. They just got blue source too, so I don't know. Could have done a board wipe or something. Damia's turn. They draw a card. Lore Scale Codal will trigger. Damia coming down for that player. Comes our turn. Dismal Backwater. That'll be nice. Little bit of a land cushion. Let's go ahead and play that. Let's play Unholy Indenture on Kels Fight Fixer and then sacrifice her to the Disciple of Bolas. That way it should come back even stronger. And we get, what, 5 cards out of it or something? Seems pretty good. Disciple of Bolas comes to the battlefield. We'll go ahead, hit that activation there, or the triggered ability. Target Kels. We will not return her to the command zone because then Unholy Indenture doesn't work. So let's go ahead and stack these out. Kels back to the battlefield, stronger than ever. Vela will drain one, and then we get to pay blue or black to draw a card, which we will do. Alright, so we get Psych Rift, Island, Wishclaw Talisman, Island, and Reassembling Skeleton. So closer to things we need, but not necessarily anything we actually need. Wishclaw will be good though, backup tutor. I think we'll just pass it off to our opponents after this. No attacks. Lane didn't play for the Hydra player, another 3 life. Majestic Mariarch into play. It's a 12/12. Its power and toughness rather equal to twice the number of creatures you control. At the beginning of combat, it gains flying until on the turn of a creature you control as flying. The same is true for first strike, double strike, death touch, haste, hexproof, indestructible, lifelink, menace, reach, trample, and vigilance. So right now it just has death touch. Biomass mutation. That's pretty good. All their creatures will be base 6/6, which means the Majestic will be an 18/18. Luckily I don't see any trample in the future, but that's pretty big. They get to make a 12/12 Hydra. That's pretty good. I imagine we're going to be taking the brunt of this assault from the Hydra player. An army of very large sad robots, lots of sadness, all coming at us. Alright, so let's assign blockers. Kels will intercept the 9/9. Disciple of Bolas will intercept the other 9/9. We will take the 6, and we will sacrifice the Disciple after it's assigned to, get stuff. There we go. Triggers. Let's go ahead and stack it out. Vela will do the bleeding, and then we'll get an opportunity to draw a card, which we will do. Kels will gain indestructible, so we should only be taking 6. They don't have trample. Yep, 6 is good. Damia's turn. Damia will trigger. They will draw until they have 7 cards in hand. Lore-Scale Cola will get 2 1/1 counters. Beast Within. Where's it going? Whoa, so fast I didn't even see it. Majestic Mariarch down to the Beast Within. Comes our turn, we get Liliana's Standard Bearer. I like the card, although I think it would need more token stuff, because it does say creatures we control, not non-token, so I think Kels might be better as a token deck, but we'll discuss that at the end of the video. Let's go ahead, let's play an island. And then let's go ahead and get the Psych Rift out of the way. I think we're going to need to do this right quick here. Psych Rift on Overload. Let's go. Damia may be able to counter it, but I think maybe they'll like what we're doing. No counter. That works. We get our sad robot back. That's very nice. Very nice. Let's go ahead and play the Wishclaw Talisman. Go tutor for another piece of the combo. Let's see. We need the Iridescent Drake, but we also need a sacrifice outlet. I'm thinking let's go get the Drake. Iridescent Drake to the hand. We'll give the Talisman off to Damia. Seems better than giving it to the Hydra player. Let's go to combat. Both into the Hydra player. Seems legit to me. All damage is good. Let's pass it off. Again, keep up mana for that Lazotep plating. Hydra player saying that Cyclonic Rift is not casual. Let me know in the comments below if you think it is. I don't know that's not casual. I imagine the Hydra player is going to come at us with the entirety of their deck's vengeance at this point. That's unfortunate. Chord of Calling, they're going to tutor out something for 8. I don't know, is Chord of Calling casual? I think it is. Oh, a counterspell out of Damia. So, again in the comments, Cyclonic Rift casual or not, Chord of Calling casual or not. I'd say they're both fine, but let me know. Bajuka Bog. Okay. I hope it's not us. I need that in Unholy... Yep, it's us. Unholy Indenture going away. Dang. Alright, we'll have to tutor out Kaya's Ghost form. That's fair. That's fair. Usually people could just keep recurring Cyclonic Rift and keep casting it. Door of Destiny's coming back down for the Damia player. Floor Scale Codal also coming back down. I imagine they'll then use the Wishclaw Talisman. There it is, Wishclaw activation for Damia. I wonder if they'll give it to the Hydra player. Alright, they find a card. That means it's going to be our turn pretty soon. We get the Mad Compass on the draw. Let's go ahead and play a Swamp. Okay, so they're completely tapped out. They could have, I don't know, some kind of free spell. If they are playing casual, probably not. But let's go to attacks first before I do the combo-y thing. We'll attack Kels into Damia, and we'll attack Veil of the Nightclad into the Hydra player, because neither one of them will be able to block. Damage is good all around, so let's go ahead and play out for our combo pieces. Grim Tutor to the stack. We'll get Rite of Replication. And then we will need 9 mana, so let's go ahead and do that. Rite of Replication cast onto Veil of the Nightclad. This should drain our opponents after it resolves. We will choose to keep the original. Alright, so there's all the things. Unfortunately, even if you yield to all of them, it doesn't seem to work. So we're going to have to actually sit here and press 1. I will see you at the end of this stack. Okay, I'm confused. Somehow they're still at 2. But okay, Damia quit. Actually, you know what? I think it glitched out somewhere. Well, that's unfortunate. Moto, MTGO, what you up to, man? The Hydra player is still in the play with 2 life. They have a chance for their vengeance. Wishclaw Talisman, the Hydra player has it. So we could potentially win next turn. We could potentially not. Damia also quit the game, saying the combo for the Rite of Replication and Veil of the Nightclad was also not casual. So, I don't know. Let me know in the comments, is this deck casual? Again, I'll post the deck list at the end of the series. We can go through it. Wishclaw Talisman being activated for the Hydra player, that's fine. So, let me know in the comments, because I want to play casually, but that doesn't necessarily mean low-powered or jank necessarily, unless I'm playing Nimazet. That's all jank. So, if anyone else seems to have a problem with this, maybe it's a meta choice, maybe people just don't like the Rite, let me know in the comments. Nyx Bloom Ancient, that's going to be pretty good for him. Also, not terribly happy to see that across the board from me. But what can you do? Finale of Eternity, destroy up to 3 target creatures with toughness X or less. Can't even talk today. If X is 10 or more, return all creature cards from your graveyard to the battlefield. Alright, well, there we go. So we're going to be hard-pressed to kill them now. Oh, no, I guess we're not. Veil of the Nightclad will trigger and drain them. We'll put Kels into the command zone. Alright, let's see if these triggers end up going off. There we go. I guess they killed themselves. I would reveal the hand we have, but I don't want to make any more frenemies. Let's go ahead and take a look at the deck. Alright, here it is. Didn't change anything really, except taking out the Fairy Artisan from the last video and putting in Echoing Truth. It comes up often enough where I'm facing down an army of tokens of 1 or 2 types, or Echoing Truth I think would be really good as a niche pick. So the deck itself has the 2 combos, 1 infinite, 1 not. The infinite combos all revolve around 4 cards. I did that to kind of keep it casual and all that jazz, and then we have the Rite of Replication with the Veil of the Nightclad. In the comments, like I said twice in the video before, let me know Cyclonic Rift, Chord of Calling, Rite of Replication with Veil of the Nightclad. I'm talking about in your casual circle, would you accept these cards? We do in my casual circle. Our decks tend not to go past 8. Most of them hover between 6 and 7, I'd say. So again, let me know if enough consensus is built up in the comments. I'll take it out and I'll put in Evacuation and stuff, or other one-sided things like Flood of Tears, but it is what it is for now. Unfortunately, Cyclonic Rift being the best removal blue has on that scale. Otherwise, We do still have some fight fixing things in the deck with Scheming Symmetry and the Witchclaw Talisman over here and over here. So with those, we can do a little bit of the fight fixing stuff. We still have Kaiga the Tide Star, took out the Agent of Treachery. Don't remember if I mentioned that or not before. Looking at the deck as is, I think it'd be served better as like a quasi-artifact token deck, honestly. I didn't have the cards to support that theme, and I kind of wanted to use some of my own stuff. You know how it is, self-expression and all that. Overall, I think the deck was moderately successful. I would change it up a bunch more if I had the cards in the collection. Again, make it more artifact. Mirror Battlesphere, Sharding Sphinx, stuff like that. Veldenite Clad would also be really good with those, giving them Intimidate, especially because they're mostly colorless. That way we could also maybe manipulate more of the Witchclaw Talisman and stuff like that. So there's the game. I hope you enjoyed it. I will post the deck list in the description below, tappedout.net. If you saw any of the cards in the video, or you see any of the cards in the deck list that you want to buy, use that TCG Player affiliate link below in the description, help out the channel, and I'll see you on the next series. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for coming to Durdle with us today. Hit that subscribe button and go ahead and hit that notification bell so you're always up to date with our latest videos. Please leave a like and share the video with somebody who you might think is interested. We also post links to our videos on Facebook and Twitter at DurdleMTG. If those are the forums you choose to use, please check us out there. Until we can Durdle with some magic again, see you around.